Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of Hell, and today we will be reacting to the newest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1022, titled The Stars Take the Stage. What stars? Who is that referring to? Well, we are going to have to go through the chapter and see it. But if you are someone who always has spoilers, you probably already know who the stars are. So, but anyway, still, let's go into for the chapter. So the first, the color spread is then Tontadas looking for the for a frog, and we see a bunch of like Tontadas we've seen around, and it seems like somewhat rare, but yeah, nothing special. It's a bit cute one. So now we have like the narration, and we get these narrations over some certain points. Over 30,000 members of the Animal Kingdom pirates squared off against a raid of 5,400 from the Samurai Pirate Alliance. But the gap slowly closed thanks to Thomas Miller dumpling strategy and the inspired efforts of the samurai and the pirates. We also see a panel now showing us where all of the Tobiropo are. We see Sasaki in one building on the fort, Black Maria on the third, with right below her page 1, with Ulti on the main stage, and Sasaki is somewhere right away from the main battle arena. And now we have them bang. No, the enemy's fearsome Tobiropo are down and out. Now, some people were saying that the Tobiropo will still come back from this since since Ulti and how much she got through, as well as the fact that they are ancient Zoans, and one thing that it's been pretty apparent with the ancient Zoans, namely shown by Ulti and Jack, is that even if you take them down, they can always lick their wounds and come back up a lot faster than, let's say, normal individuals do. So some people were saying that maybe that could. So some people are fearing that might be what will happen here. I would like the idea, since a lot of these Tobiropo went down, like namely, Who's Who, all Ulti went pretty strong in my opinion. Sasaki, Who's Who, Blackmore, well not Blackmore as well, like Who's Who, Sasaki, as well as in a way Page 1, all went down like unbelievably quickly. Like Page 1 didn't really have a fight. Well, Sasaki and Who's Who basically just got like one chapter where it was just like the basic like interactions and nothing else. So yeah, we will see if that will change. In all honesty, I always thought that if the Beast Pirates will win this battle or the raid will fail, that the Big Mom Pirates will get involved, which makes more sense to me. I mean, Smoothie, come on. But yeah, we will see how this will play out. Now we got to above the Wano mainland, Onigashima. The time left until it reaches the flower capital, only 15 minutes. And while we have that, we see Luffy re-energized and be like, yeah! Well, he's all fat and covered, be like, what? I guess he's shocked that he managed to eat all that meat as well as Garbo was able to hide it. We get a panel of Onigashima bit, and then we cut to a room with Raizo versus Fukurokujo. Also, I'm gonna mention this right now, but it's kind of funny how Raizo vs Fukurokuju is actually more of a battle, though, like more of a mainstay battle than the Straw Hats versus the Tobiropo, in all honesty. Third floor of the castle. There's a fire! Why, Kozumi Orochi? Huff, huff. I'm guessing this is Raizo right now. Why would you serve such a wretched man, Fukurokujo? Wheeze, wheeze. Put out the flames! I guess that's what the Beast Pirates or the Samurai is saying out behind them. I could honestly see the Beast Pirates who even haven't joined with the Samurai Alliance right now would probably like both be into saying putting the fires out. So yeah, guys, being Ninpo Clone Jutsu. And we get a certificate ninja pose, and I'm guessing he made multiple of him because in the next time we see him, there are multiple. And then we have Fukurokujo be like, we shinobi exist to serve the shogun, whoever he is. Nimpo Earlobe Cracker, which I guess we finally get to see what that special ability Fukurokuju had. Because it was actually mentioned on SPS. In fact, I think it might have been in the SPS in the volume that came out, the most recent volume, 97, where it was mentioned that Fukurokuju's special ability is Earlobe Crackers. I guess that's literal in this case. And it's a multiply. Even the Goofy characters have OP have related to some kind of abilities in One Piece, so I guess we shouldn't be surprised. Now we have you speak for yourself. The man who is a serve is a ghost. You mean Lord Odin? And Riser exposing himself. And it's not to imagine like two of the Riser clones actually even have goofier faces than he does. Like the rest seem to be more or less the same, but this one seems to have a really like and type of face. And Fuku's like, that's the real you. And we see Fuku's ear just smacking Rise in the face. Ugh! And Fuku's just screaming, you were too emotional to ever succeed in the at the way of the shinobi. No matter how much how much skill you have at ninjutsu, it is those very emotions that make us who we are. And that's, I'm guessing, what Raiju-san is screaming. On that fateful day, we laughed together, we cried together, we perished together with Lord Odin. And now we are mere ghosts driven to carry out the wish of our Lord. And then we see this as being uh, this speech that Raiju has right now being shown alongside the rest of the Red Nine Scabbards. It was not his order to us, not a mere duty. Each of us chose to follow our emotions and carry out this mission of our own free will, which in Izu's case is very literal. And we see Kamatsu getting ready to battle. We see Kinema on the ground. No confirmation that he's still alive for that. It still goes. It's up to debate. We see Nikamushi, and we actually see him later in the chapter. We see Denjiro running, getting his sword in apparently. We see Kikunojo still on the ground. We see Izo getting ready. Now we see Asha Dojo on the ground and Inuarashi, I'm guessing, in the middle of the clash with Jack. If we must die to accomplish that, so be it. The day the long dark night of Orochi and Chaos ends, and our glorious sun rises over the land again, Momonosuke shall be Shogun! So now we cut to the third floor, and I guess in this chapter we pretty much just cut away and see what battles are happening right now. So we have Hawkins versus Killer right now. Hawkins, how many replacements do you have left in there? Huff, huff. I guess he's asking because Hawkins has the whole voodoo doll, and it's kind of question how many he does have. And Hawkins like, barely any. My outlook is poor. He he he. I pity those lives. And then we have He'll be like, I pity those lives. And he blocks Hawkins and he hits him in the side. And then Hawkins be like, but while there are few left, the real question is, Slice? Ooh, whose lives are they? Huh? And Killer understands what that means, or at least gets it, yeah. And I'll get to the second floor, we have La and Kid versus Big Mom. And we have Killer falling in the ground, he's like, and I was like, hey, what's going on? What's gotten into you? And then Big Mom be like, what's wrong, Eustace? Ugh. And Kid bleeding, and he's like, what is this? Where did these stab wounds come from? No. Are you saying that straw doll belongs to... Yes, Killer realizes that straw doll belongs to Kid, and Hawkins is now getting smaller. Go back to his human form. It would have been satisfying to allow you to kill Kid yourself without realizing what you've done, but then I decided it would be more entertaining to tell you and watch you struggle to attack me. So I guess Hawkins is now like, alright, let's see how you're gonna do. The only way you can finish me off is by personally killing your own captain. Go on then, put on a show for me. Fa 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 fa. I like your style. I guess the Kid Pirates are a lot of a violent crew, and they are basically what an actual pirate crew would be. Is the best way to explain them. Even though they do have that One Piece flair with a mean more punk rock style, but they are more of that crew, more like that gruesome. So I guess they would be more like, oh, you're using your straw dolls to make them be our allies. So when we fight you, we're gonna have to, we have to deal with that as well. I guess they have to respect the craftsmanship. Now, some people actually are theorizing that the supernovas are gonna join all together because the Shorts are so OP, which I do kind of feel like is going to happen. But or more like I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But still, I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go. Now, I am a bit curious if the battle between Hawkins and Killer right now will be end up more be like a conversation. Because again, something to take note when it comes to Hawkins is the fact that he decides what the Terror says in the future. So if let's say Killer asks, "Hey, could you look into the future right now, just so I will see what my chance is?" Again, just so we get a recheck to see if I will change my opinion or something. I do wonder if Hawkins would see like what Hawkins would do with this right now, since never in the story has Hawkins him so no one in the story has ever like found a way to deactivate Hawking's voodoo dolls. I mean, maybe if you go with the horror movie trope of killing somebody and immediately bring them back, maybe that way they could bring work. But so far we don't have anything like that. Now we have performance floor skull dome. Yeah, which I guess it's over just some bunch of people die fighting, and now we see Queen and King looming over everyone. And we have, listen up, all you miserable former Animal Kingdom pirates. The price for treason is very steep. So yeah, Sangoro, are you alright? And then we see Iwacho Samurai helping Sanji. They're looking for Zorojiro. And Sanji's like, damn it, two of them at the same time is too much. Wheeze, wheeze. Who can possibly stop them? They'll wipe out the entire floor. I guess to build up King and Queen a little bit more. Which also something to mention is that King is currently holding one of the former Beast Pirates by their head. He's setting them on fire. And seems to be setting a butterfly gifter's wings also on fire. And then we have some of the other soldiers be like, where's Marco? Help us out, this man. And then we have Marco. He's reached the limit of his stamina. We gotta fight our own battle now. So I guess Marco finally got succumbed to his wounds, which makes sense. Like I know that Phoenix makes it almost impossible that he would die, but he's still, there are limits to stamina. There's limit to strength. The fact he was able to fight two of them at the same time is already impressive enough. Well, I'm pretty sure that any battle with a young commander would probably be like a very, very tough battle to beat. So yeah, now we have Sasha Chopper, Miyagi. If the medicine isn't working, just drag that green mummy to safety. So I guess the mask still isn't taking effect. And now we have someone screaming, we gave him the medicine, but will it still take longer? He's in grave condition to begin with. So I guess the medicine depends, will take effect as long as how well of a condition the person is. So yeah, consider how much damage Zoro got, it makes sense why he would be more out than the rest. Now we have Chopper being like, keep your chin up, Zoro. Which actually is Zoro, it's just the L's and R's, but yeah, I get it, what they're meaning. And now we have Sanji again going against Queen and kicking him in the chin or neck. You want me? I'm right here! Ugh! Which I guess referencing the previous chapters where Queen was interested and Sanji because of the Windsmoke name. And then we have some of the samurai being like, Sango! And you have King being like, fine or no, Zoro, and put an end to him. They were giving him some kind of strange treatment. Don't let them heal him. Ah! I guess it's some of the still loyal Beast Pirates. And then you have Power Sparrow. Let's be real here, probably one of the most competent villains in this battle. And we have be like Sparrow being like, stupid beast. They kicked up so much dust I can't see my target. I'll be the one to eliminate Windsmoke, Sanji, Perrine. What you gotta say? A lot of people are complaining about Spell still being in, like your arc was okay, go away. But you gotta give Spell and props at the fact how he's still like dangerous and still active. So now we have Sam saying, if you'd simply made pudding like you were told to, we would never have to team up with these cretins. I would, well, that actually is a good what if scenario. What would happen if the Big Vampires would actually succeed in their goal? I'm honestly a bit curious what if they would still end up joining forces at some point. I don't know. And then we have that's him, boss. I think we all know what's gonna happen now. Oh yeah, Perrine. Now die, Germa's biggest failure. That's best failure. And now step outside. This is for Pedro. Before as we see Nikamushi just jumping in Perospero and like just with giant his claws just slashing across the Perospero and sending him to another. I don't think it's actually outside. I think he's just into another like building or some kind of rock structure. Jesus Christ, you gotta feel Perospero really can take a beating for a guy who is not the physically strongest in all of his age. But Jesus Christ. I am curious that this is the feat of Perospero, but I am not sure. I could still see him standing up and still fighting. Which honestly makes him probably one of the more impressive characters. Seriously, are we sure Perospero is not a top Yonko commander at this point? No, that commission. I'm not done with you. So I guess this confirms Perospero is not done. Yep. Seriously, are we 100% sure that he's not the Perospero is not our young commander? Now we have some of the lower Peace by like, we found him! There's Rona Zoro! They spot us! Run faster! As we see some of the samurai carrying Zoro. And then we have protect Zoro! He suffered these wounds honorably! Well, seriously, that's not really what matters right now. Honor is like the least much of. And then we have King showing up, and everyone's like, it's King! And we have starting fire in his hand. No, leave him alone. And then we see him having a fist, and then Sanji goes to him, damn it, do I have to do everything for you, Mossad? And then we have something that looks like Phoenix's wings, and and we have Marco blocking the hit. It's like Undying Tistel Imperial Flame, which is I guess some kind of blocking mechanism. And we have Marco saying something about King. I've heard tales from a long ago about the race of people atop of the Red Wall who could burst into flames. And here we have King the Wildfire. Ah, that's interesting. King's race actually comes from the Red Line. I wonder how this is gonna relate to something. Because the thing is, there's a lot of people who think that the Red Line was constructed artificially. So this does not raise the question if King was actually. This does a bit raise the question if the King's race was there before or after. Granted, it wasn't confirmed that the Red Line was constructed artificially, but no, it definitely does make you wonder. Or to be fair, there's such a big gap that I wouldn't be surprised if a race did inhabit it. Especially a race with wings like King's does. So yeah. Kind of funny how big how Queen and King who don't actually have it, who haven't exactly been all that impressive. Like Queen has been like fun in terms of like, the funky style, but nothing else. It's kind of funny how they actually have like something that could lead into something major, like King's Race living on top of Red Line. Queen being a connected to Vegapunk. But yeah. Now you have someone screaming, the White Bee Pirates are supposed to be dead already. Probably Queen, if you ask me. And then Marco, alright, I gave up, I'm satisfied. That's for me. That's it for me today. And then we have Zoro's band just getting unwrapped as we see Nanyagi, Tristan, and Chopper's shock expressions. And Marco saying, it's time for the stars to take the stage. Ooh, referencing the title. And you see a panel where we see Panda Man and a couple of others be like, hey, look at that, yeah, he's back! Three Swords Tire, Purgatory Oni, Double Diablo Mountain, and we see King and Queen shock expressions as we see Alio Era again. Oh, I hate this. See, and next we see, boom! We see Queen and King just get smacked into the face! So I guess this means it's time for Zoro and Sanji to take down Queen and King. Kinda surprised that we might actually get Queen and King take down before Jack, in all honesty. But more, maybe even before Fukurokujo or Perospero. But then again, it's possible that we are actually not going to go immediately into the battle with these two in the next chapter. But still, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually do focus on their battle next. Now the Sama be like, yeah, it's the Straw Hats. What are they, two Straw Hats? But yeah. And then we have Zoro being like, hey, Twirly, once we conclude this battle, yeah, we are going to catch a glimpse of Luffy as the king of the pirates. I guess setting up what's gonna happen after this war. Assuming there doesn't fail, which we'll see. I mean, people say that this is almost like confirmed that the Sharks are gonna win, but I don't know. If the My Hero Academia war arc has taught us anything, never assume the outcome before it happens. So yeah. So this chapter was pretty like exciting. It was like catching us up, seeing what's happening with the battles, confirming some results for the battles, and starting a new one even. So yeah. Oh, I know this was a decent chapter. Nothing groundbreaking, but nothing terrible. So, anyways, I hope you all like this reaction. I hope you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. Tell me in the comments below what you think of the chapter. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you people next time. Goodbye.